Sorry for taking a few days away from Helldivers news, but when IRL comes knocking, you've got to get it handled. Anyways, we've got a successful major order to review and breaking news from Sony, relenting on certain games' PC PSN requirements. Now, as always, thanks again for your support. Remember to take a moment to hit subscribe and ring the notifications bell so you never miss one of my future upload alerts. I'm currently in between work calls, so this one is completely unscripted, forgive me. But here we go into the latest from Helldivers. All right, starting off for today. Of course, when you log in, you're going to receive those medals for the major order completion, and they roll out much faster than they used to in the past, and that's much appreciated. And of course, we do not have a new major order yet, but we have a new dispatch to go over. Let's check out what they have to say. The Helldivers have proven themselves specimen retrieval experts and stalwart allies of scientific progress, in addition to democracy's most elite defenders. After innumerable scientific expeditions, the Xeno-Entomology Center has more than enough terminid specimens to progress development on the gloom-resistant technology. Already, the samples collected by the Helldivers have allowed the xenobiologist to achieve promising results. Gloom-like environments can now be artificially created in laboratory conditions, allowing testing of filtration systems and spore-resistant materials. Extremely low-frequency ELF electromagnetic waves have proven effective at penetrating dense gloom and may enable orbit-to-ground communication and long-range radar astronomy. Now that sounds very interesting. We may be able to actually go and dive in the gloom with greatly reduced visibility. That would be an awesome mission type. Anyways, here's what they finish up with. Much work remains, but thanks to the Helldivers, the first expedition into the gloom and subsequent acquisition of its potentially vast E710 reserves may soon be within reach. In terms of the rest of the galactic map, of course, we have the space-time fluctuation indicator up there indicating away with some rather interesting static noise going on in the background, and we have two Illuminate campaigns currently ongoing. Of course, there's one on Parsh, and the other one is on Ilduna Prime. So if you want to get in some squid action, you have multiple choices right now on the galactic map. And today's daily or personal order is to kill 100 enemies using the autocannon, which is S tier versus basically every faction in the game. So definitely enjoy that one. But I did want to quickly backtrack over to the Helldivers HQ latest dispatch message, and I wanted to get your thoughts on what was said there. Now, to me, that sounded like there was a hint of upcoming mission types laid out in that message. And I've seen many of your past comments about wanting to be able to dive into the gloom with greatly reduced visibility, even in complete darkness, and requiring the use of a flashlight. Couple that mission type with what I think we all know is inevitable, the full-scale Illuminate invasion, and hell, we still got the Jet Brigade somewhere out there lurking and waiting, and between those three, we could have a potent three-punch combo coming straight for Super Earth. Now, I don't know, but you've got the one-year anniversary right around the corner, and this could be the perfect opportunity for Arrowhead to drop something massive on the Helldiver player base. Leave me a comment and let's get a discussion going. I'd like to see what the community is saying about this one, because I know it's a little stale right now, but I think there's just so much coming and it's right around the corner. Now, like I said, no new major order yet. That's probably coming tomorrow, but we did get a Superstore reset, good for the next about day and a half. You have the Fortified Commando Super Chunky Body Armor and the FS-38 Eradicator, which is a lightweight set with Fortified on it for increased explosive damage resistance. So if you've got some super credits you need to burn, here's what's on tap in the Superstore for today and into tomorrow. And to round out the news, the championship round of my Armor Passive Showdown is now live on the channel. You can check it out over there in the community tab. And of course, I will leave a link down in the video description. Let's see if we can break 20,000 votes on this one. So we've got returning round champions, Siege Ready and Engineering Kit. And I also brought back Med Kit because it was one of the top 2 vote getters in many of the previous rounds. And Democracy Protects actually had quite a few votes in one of the early rounds, and it comes back as basically the highest ranked losers. So there you go. You've got Engineering Kit, Democracy Protects, Siege Ready, and Med Kit. And you can see Siege Ready is out to an early lead there. So head on over, cast your votes. Again, let's see if we can break 20K. Let's find out what the championship armor passive is amongst the Helldiver player base. And to finish this one up, this could potentially be the leak in the Sony dam that leads to an outright flood, especially when it comes to Helldivers. Now, this is coming to you as breaking news from the PlayStation blog, and it's starting to pop up on all the video game reporting sites. And I will, of course, leave a link to that PlayStation blog article down in the video description so you can check it out for yourselves. And I'll also add it into the pinned comment. But for the purposes of this video, I'm going to be reading from pushsquare.com's article, and here's what it says. Here's the headline. Following ferocious PC backlash, PSN accounts will become optional but offer in-game rewards. And I think this is what we were all sitting out here screaming at Sony to do. Make all of this optional. Incentivize players over to the cause. If they want to take part in it, they will. If they don't want to, they won't. But of course, we know what Sony decided to do. They went with the whole smash button option and it completely backfired. Here's what pushsquare.com has to say. They say, Sony has announced a couple of changes to the range of first-party games it's bringing to PC, and it's good news all around. A particularly thorny issue is that players on PC have been forced to link up to a PSN account in order to play certain games, including a few that don't have any meaningful online functionality. However, it seems the platform holder is softening on this requirement. For some of Sony's games on PC, nothing about Helldivers in this one yet, but fingers crossed, a PSN account will no longer be mandatory. The games in question include Marvel Spider-Man 2, The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, which I don't think is out yet, God of War Ragnarok, and Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered. They go on to say an account for PlayStation Network will become optional for these titles on PC, reads a new post on the PS blog. Again, check down in the video description and pinned comments. I'll leave a link down there to that PS blog for you. While that'll be welcome news for PC users, Sony obviously still wants you to engage with PSN, so it's also offering new incentives for linking your account on PC, in addition to benefits like trophies and friend management. Interesting term there. You want to manage your friends? Okay. The four aforementioned games will all soon be adding in-game content unlocks for PlayStation Network account users. And then they go on to list out the 4 games here. You've got Marvel Spider-Man 2, you've got different suits, God of War Ragnarok, different armor. They also are going to give you some hack silver and XP. The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, I guess more points to activate bonus features. And Jordan's jacket from Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet as a skin for Ellie. And then finally, Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered, gain access to the Nora Valiant outfit. To finish up, this is what the article says. Interestingly, the PS blog post rounds out by adding that these in-game unlocks will be an incentive in other future titles. Game creators at PlayStation Studios will continue to work on bringing more benefits to players who sign up for a PlayStation Network account, so be sure to follow studio channels for more information. So there you go. There's all the latest from Sony and the PSN PC requirements. Unfortunately, again, like I said early on, nothing listed about Helldivers yet, but if we look at this and we start to read between the lines a little bit, these are major first-party titles that Sony is starting to relent on that PSN requirement. God of War Ragnarok, I mean, that's one of their babies. Horizon Zero Dawn is even more one of their babies because they definitely want to spread Horizon to every single corner of the world that they can. The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, again, I don't think that is out. Marvel Spider-Man 2, these are major first-party titles. If that is happening for them, then hopefully Helldivers 2 will be right around the corner. Man, I cannot wait. That's going to be one hell of a day when I finally get to produce and upload that video stating that all of those countries and regions have been reinstated and that the whole world will again have access to Helldivers. A quick addendum to the Sony article. I know those are all single-player games, but with the recent movement of reinstating those nearly 40 territories and regions to Helldivers, along with this news, I know it's early, but this could be the start of the avalanche we have all been hoping for. Make sure to drop a comment and let's get a discussion going about anything Helldivers related. In fact, I'm going to leave a question about Sony in my top pinned comment, so make sure to respond to that one. Remember to hit subscribe and to ring the notifications bell so you never miss one of my future upload alerts. Make sure to check out my socials and links to today's sources in the video description. I'd appreciate you taking a few seconds to cast your vote on the Armor Passive Showdown, which can be found in the community tab on my channel. And until the next one, this is LtBuzzLitebeer signing off.